Alrighty. Well, welcome everybody to episode 61 of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon, or episode, 8, 9 of Fitz's Fuckers? Something like that. Possibly the finale. We'll see what Mike's got in store for us. Go ahead and take your campaign, Mike.
All right. Give me a sec. Refresh things here. There we go. I can see what's going on. Probably turn that on. Be friendly so people can see me. Hi everyone. I was waving with the camera off. I feel like an adult. Anyways, um, yeah. Welcome to Fitz's Fuckers. We're looking at either TPK or the end of this big nasty. So we'll give some quick introductions if anybody wants to throw anything out there at this juncture, and then we'll continue from there. We'll start with look like Fitz is up on. Well, Jeremy is up on the lineup next to me tonight. So, Jeremy.
Muted, bud.
Okay, maybe you ran to the bathroom.
Oh, better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I am Jeremy, and I am playing the adorable Pan and the bloodthirsty Sir Waddles. And we are here to send some things back to the realm of the dead.
All right. Next up, we got Pam.
Hi, everybody. I am Pam, originally Miss Holly, and right now, I'm a cute little druid, and I'm gonna try to murder everybody here today, unless they kill me first.
Ain't much left to kill unless you want to kill your party members, but okay.
No.
Jacob, we're gonna throw you right in the middle of the lineup.
Sweet, I'm not last for once in my life. Hi, everybody, I'm Jacob. I normally play everything, but today I'm playing Cug, the Barbarian Rogue.
All right. Oh, well, lineup has changed. Brad, because you turned on your camera. You're next.
Hello, everybody. I am Brad, and I play Mac, the human fighter, today.
All right.
Yes.
And last but not least, we got Max.
Hey yo. Also, Jacob, if you're not first, you're last. Get on the train.
Dude, my last
what's
name
up?
is Z.I. I've been at the end of every
There you
line
go.
since
There
elementary
you
school. So,
What up, peeps? I'm Max. I play Texas, the cannibalistic dragonborn, ready to fuck some bitches up.
All right. Introductions out. Quick recap. Blah 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 about a whole bunch of other stuff, and everybody. The group
what's kung
managed
fu
to.
fighting?
Yeah.
Hi-ya!
The group managed to get themselves into the dead factory, if you will. They freed a few slaves. Had a few slaves turn into more undead. They managed to clear the majority of them out. They got the leader, Beelzebubba, left. Couple zombies. Whole lot of ice on the floor. We got Pan down there, standing on Sir Waddle's back like a surfboard. That's kind of interesting. And we're gonna see if they can finish this off and try and get answers to the questions they were sent after. With that said, we were at the top of the round, like always, and that was Mac. So, Mac, you have a zombie sitting on ice, still scrambling to try and get up. been struggling since it landed.
Oh,
Couple smart zombies going off to the left of the circle. From your particular spot, you could probably see some skeletons. Maybe make out Texas among them, and Bale's above us, off to the side, behind her podium.
I think we established last week that we can't see through the sleet storm, so because we had no clue what was going on with Tex.
Okay, well, that's what you remember, because I think some of that was up before the sleet storm.
Nope.
No?
Sleet
Okay.
storm went up, and then Texas, because Texas was invisible.
Oh, Texas was invisible when Texas went up there. So yeah,
so
you have no clue where Texas is. Thank you for the fix.
Just to remind myself, who cast the sleet storm?
Oh, did Pam?
Oh,
So she can dispel that at any time, or is this one of those things that just goes?
Nope. She just needs to drop it. Drop her concentration.
as a matter of fact, I think somebody suggested that right at the tail end.
I yelled at her on my last turn, and then she didn't drop it.
Oh, she said no. I like it.
I lost Fantasy Grounds.
Looks like you weren't the only one. Oh no, that's a connect. Never mind.
I'm getting back in right now.
Okay. Well, we will keep moving because we got a few ahead of you. We'll check back in a minute. Mac?
I am. So this zombie, it's prone, right?
Yes.
Does it still get an attack not an attack advantage, a opportunity attack?
Yeah, but it would. Yeah, but I believe it would be a disadvantage because it's prone, so it's going to be like swiping at your feet.
Yep.
Well, with that case, I'm just gonna start beating on it with my shield.
Okay.
Is that at advantage because it's prone?
It'll do it automatically. It's got the effect on it.
Copy that.
Still hit it.
All right.
Heavy damage.
And then throw a second attack at it.
Oh yeah, dirty 20. For another 9 points of damage. Yeah, I think you managed to pop a few ribs off in that shot.
Nice.
Anything else? Bonus actions, movement. You want to try sliding across the floor?
I really, really want to try sliding across the floor.
I mean, I'll
Could he
give you
use
that.
his shield as a sled?
Yes. I want to mimic Sir Waddles in his belly slide.
Okay, let's see. Your movement is 30. So I'll tell you what, if you want to take 5 off of that, so back up, and then give yourself a running start. I'll give you the athletics check to jump and land on your shield, and let you go the rest of the way. 15, that'd be good enough to. I mean, it's not like super athletic, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Get that far with it.
I'll take it.
All right. Now, anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. I almost forgot the skeleton zombie. Almost forgot skeleton zombie because you ran or came out of its little thing. Attack of opportunity area. There it is. Yeah, it rolls at negative. And it's missed. Alright. Kug, you're up.
So I'm gonna ping something here.
Okay.
This wall, how tall is it?
Yes. It runs up to the roof, roughly 50 feet up,
Beautiful.
roof to ceiling.
Okay. So what I want to do is using my bonus action to dash, get
Okay.
a running start, and then wall run, landing right there.
Don't be a bitch and slide.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a athletics check. But yeah, definitely possible.
Not acrobatics.
Why wouldn't it be acrobatics? You're trying to jump and run on a wall.
Why strength?
What is not
Why
acrobatics
strength
about that?
versus dexterity? You gotta be nimble to keep your feet moving. It's not a strength
Yeah.
thing.
That's why acrobatics is dex.
Yeah. I'm confused.
I asked for I said athletics, didn't I?
Yeah. You said
Acrobatics. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I meant acrobatics.
19.
19. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
love
Before
it
I
when
start
you guys-
running. Go ahead.
So I love it when you guys argue against each other for the same thing.
He did say athletics, right? Like I'm not crazy.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Before I run, I'll shout, "Lose the storm" to O, and then landing here, it's gonna be a quick flourish with the rapier.
You hit.
Getting in, yay!
And
It
then
dies.
I've still got 15 feet of movement. So I'm just gonna go like that. Kind of start circling
Okay.
around.
All right.
That's it for my turn.
All right. Oh, says you made it back in. Are you ready?
No, I'm still opening it. And it's
Okay.
really slow.
Okay.
I'll just get
Uh,
kind of closer to the middle, I guess. For now.
Well, I'll tell you what. Pan is right after you. We'll just slide you after Pan.
Okay. Okay. Thank
The
you.
real question is, were you gonna drop your spell or not?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's remove that thing that's bothering me.
Okay.
Bothering my eyes. My eyes. Okay, I'm in fully.
Okay. If you're totally in, then we'll stick with you and let you do what you're gonna do.
Can I explore around the little area? See
Yeah.
if I find anything interesting or anything valuable at this point.
I mean, you're in the middle of combat, but yeah, you're more than welcome to.
Well, just kind of like not too far out, but like I don't know, around like this little area right here.
Yeah, you're just gonna see the walls.
Okay.
There's nothing spectacular going on there.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, not for this turn.
All right. Now we're on to Pan. You're standing next to a prone zombie. I should say you're standing on the back of Sir Waddles, who's laying on his belly next to a prone zombie. 17 will hit the zombie.
If you're
And that
talking,
will kill
Jeremy,
it.
you're muted again.
No, I hadn't said anything.
Okay.
He's like, I know what I'm doing. He knows what I'm doing. Why do I need to
Most
say
people say I'm gonna swing at this. You didn't, so I'm just making sure.
Nope. Just going about my business, silent and deadly.
it? Okay. All right.
Uh,
So you took your swing. You knocked out the zombie. You managed to crush that skull in. Sounds like a good one.
Can you do an attack and cast a cantrip in the same round?
Yeah. As long as it's a
I
bonus action
don't-
cantrip.
Oh,
Yeah, a bonus action, yes. An action one, no, because it takes your full action to cast a cantrip.
Yeah.
Oh, one action. Okay, never mind. I mean, I missed anyway, but I'm just gonna help Sir Waddles get up,
All right.
and then so you use half your movement to get up, right?
Yeah. Half his movement to get up.
Okay, and then we'll move there.
Okay. You're gonna athletics onto his back again?
I'm already on his
Uh,
back.
You were standing on his back. You stepped
Mhm.
off to help him stand up. I mean, yeah, it's fine. It wasn't like it was a major check or anything. Just. All right. Anything else?
No, that'll be it for me.
All right. Zombie 6. After seeing Cook take out his friend, is going to attack Cook. And he misses.
Damn right.
All right. Skeleton 1. Misses. Texas, your turn.
Well. I am gonna cast. Hold on. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on myself.
All right. Okay, 16 points of health back. That's just about all of it.
My goodness. Uh, I think that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Next is Beelzebubba, who is going to use its arcane burst, and I am just going to use all 3 targets. Why does that not work? I thought I had everybody targeted. I guess I didn't. All right. Hits Cug. Hits Texas. Hits Pan.
I am
That's
going.
not
Hold
right.
on, before you roll damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uncanny dodge for my reaction.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What is the range on that attack?
150 feet.
Jesus.
Where do you go? Hurricane burst. There it is. 8 points for Cug, 17 for Texas, and 17 for Pan. And Beelzebub is going to move back in the corner.
What type of damage was that?
Necrotic.
Okay.
Skeleton 2 is taking a swing at Texas. Going to hit this time. For 8 points of damage. And we are back to the top of the order. Mac.
All right. So, let me see here. Let me see what I got. Move 30 feet that way.
All right.
And I'm going to throw my shield at, I think that was skeleton number 2.
All right. It hits.
Wait. With a big 1.
Yeah, but 6 points of damage.
And it's
Remember,
vulnerable,
these aren't-
so it actually took 12.
Four. Bringing it back.
Yep.
All right.
And then I'm going to throw it one more time to try to finish it off.
Misses. You want to see if it hooks back around?
Yes, I do.
It does. All right.
That's all I got.
All right. Cug, you're next.
Yeah, I'm not liking this big bad, so I'm gonna bonus action dash. Let's see, 30 will get me there. And then another 20
Okay.
up to there, taking an attack of opportunity in the process.
That's what I figured. All right. He actually hits. For 4 points of damage.
2, I'm raging.
Okay. Partially resisted to 2.
Yeah, but I'm gonna run up there and get after this bitch with my rapier.
All right.
Missing?
Missing.
I call a
Ooh.
mistrial.
Did I see a miss?
That's only a 10. So yeah, that was a miss.
You did see a miss, Brad.
I'm going to yell at Cug. Ha! So you do miss!
All right. What else do you want to do?
Bonus action.
Come on, Jacob. You're not the DM. You don't have to pull your rolls.
I'm just gonna sidestep 10 feet there. Kind of like.
Okay. Right next to the fire. I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, back 5. Sorry, only 5 feet. That is a
I
back.
mean,
That is a back wall behind the fire, right?
it
Like
is.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if
you
that's
got
a
it.
wall, then I'm gonna position myself like that to like pin her in.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Oh, your turn.
Let's turn into a very cute, fluffy bear, please.
Okay. You got the buttons for that.
There I am, looking cute.
There you are.
I'm going to haul ass to Zombie 6.
20, 25. Oh, yeah, it changed with your. Okay, yeah, you're good.
And let's see. Oh, it's so dragging.
Well, it says you hit him
Okay, beautiful.
with something.
Let's do my claw attack first.
Okay, 14 points of damage. And 23 will hit.
And I'm
Just give me-
hungry, so
You just got a set of bones right in front of you. So something
Beautiful.
on.
And she's
Anything
gonna
else?
do the little Pillsbury little person, ho ho, and like do the tummy thing,
Okay.
and that's that.
All right. Pan, you're up.
Okay. Sir Waddles is going to take us 40 feet up.
Okay.
Really. Actually, no, we don't. Can Sir Waddles dash?
Yes.
Okay, well then Sir Waddles is going to power waddle his ass up the corner there.
So, backs up against the wall. You can't get behind it. But you can get right next to it. To the right, if you wanted. But that's closest to the backside you're going to get.
Look right there.
You know what? Yeah, I'll let that one fly.
He's a penguin. He doesn't have a problem with uneven footing. All right. As a bonus action, I really hope this works. I am going to cast Branding Smite.
Let's see.
It's if he hits, it just tacks on extra damage.
Okay.
Now then,
That's a bonus action. So yeah, that's doable. So you're gonna
And I think you can choose to cast it after you know if you hit or not.
yes.
So
well,
if
it remains active for 1 minute.
okay, so the next
So
time you hit, it'll do it.
I've got 10 rounds of whiffs before I start to get frustrated.
Gotcha.
That hit.
So close to a frickin'.
$17 points of damage. Concentration. What is she concentrating on?
She's got a hex on Texas.
Oh, that's right. At least a game match, because it's not in the combat tracker. Weird. You hit again. All right.
Guys, she seems pretty tough. We should probably all start beating the shit out of her.
Smack a bitch.
Smack a bitch hard.
Anything else?
No, just trying to rethink my whole life as to why I suddenly found myself in this situation.
Okay. Skeleton 1's going to swing on Texas again. Hits. With 5 more points of damage. Texas, your turn.
Did she drop her concentration?
Nope.
Okay. Well, shit.
She's concentrating real hard.
Mm-hmm. I did the last one. The last one was close. It's a concentration check, a DC 10, and she got a 10.
I'm a stubborn up either way, so I'm just gonna use my rapier, I guess. And I get 2 attacks with it, but I'm gonna.
Okay.
Back him.
Great. Peachy.
Get 2.
Okay. Yay! That's all I needed.
All right.
For the second one, I'm gonna go after the other one.
You
Woo!
Come on,
Please,
Texas, beat those boners.
damn
3
it!
points of damage.
And
Damn
then
it,
I
close.
forgot. I have a bonus action. For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay.
I don't like it. Ah. Okay. Shit for me.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up is Beelzebubba, who's really liking those. Oh wait, that's not right.
By the way, she is glowing and cannot turn invisible
Okay.
because of the branding strike.
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh wait. Two and 3. All right, some arcane burst coming out. Looks like we missed Cug, but we hit Mac and Pan. So we got 18 points for each of you. And clear targets. And since you're so close, Cug, I'm just gonna reach out and touch you. And oh, you rolled a 16 for your save, and it was a 15 to beat. You just barely made that, bud.
Woot.
All right, and then that ends her turn. Back to the top of the round, Mac.
Right. Let's
Uh,
see.
In case you wasn't sure about it, Pan, you're hurting, bud.
Yeah, no, I understand I have 1 hit point left. I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up there.
All right.
Yeah, don't really have a choice. I'm gonna have to throw my shield at skeleton 1.
Okay.
Hey, Brad, not Brad, Mike, I sent you a message on Facebook real quick. Whenever you get a second.
Did you now?
I was like, I know you sent me a message. We've been talking shit.
That's a hit.
Fuck yeah. All right, now you better come back, you some bitch. Oh, you some bitch.
I mean, that was enough, dude.
No, it didn't come back to me. I rolled a 1 on it.
Yeah, but you killed him. That's the important part. I mean,
True. True.
it's just laying right there. So,
Okay,
I mean,
fair.
can you really complain about that too much?
True. Yeah, I don't have anything else because I don't have my shield to throw. So
All right. We got 2 members hurting pretty bad. Mac's a little rough without a shield. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. Cug, your turn.
All right, do a little sidestep here.
Okay.
Little rapier with advantage.
Okay. You hit.
Some hits.
17 points of damage. Succeeds on the concentration check.
And that's it.
All right. Oh, your turn.
After I rub my tummy one more time, I'm gonna go and start charging to Mrs. Booba.
Beelzebubba.
Yeah, we're gonna call her Booga because makes her
Okay.
Booba.
It's Ooga Booga.
All right. All right.
Mrs. Booba. So I'm just charging away. Or
Okay.
however, bears do
you
their
got-
thing.
You got enough movement if you are going to use your action to dash to get there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you won't be able to do anything, but you can
Okay,
get there.
that's fine. I'm just gonna stare at her, and that's it.
All right. Pan, you're up.
Okay. Once more, I utter the arcane words for branding smite.
Okay.
Please be a crit. Yeah!
Crit. Shit, dude.
If all I
Fuck
knew I
yeah,
had to
my little
do
friend.
was whisper, "Please be a crit" to my dice.
Sad day.
You rolled the damage on yourself, dude.
What?
No. Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And it
I
didn't,
just
it didn't double either.
Okay, it's okay because you had one point. We know you had 1 point, so I can fix that for you.
He critted on her and knocked himself out because he swung so hard.
He did.
willing to make that sacrifice.
I just see this little penguin just spinning in a whirlwind with this great red spot.
Okay, your targeting is fixed. It's just Beelzebub now, and I gotta get rid of the prone for you.
Okay.
There you go. All
Alright.
fixed.
Should I re-roll that then and hit the button to make it a crit, or?
No, your damage is
It didn't double, so
oh.
hold down left shift when you drop the damage.
I wonder why.
Did you?
Okay.
That I don't
Did you
know.
apply the damage to her already, or?
You
I
need
did
to,
not.
You need to put the 2d6 radiant back on yourself first, and then hold down left shift. She has not taken any damage.
Yes, she did. He had both targeted. Himself and Beelzebubba.
Oh,
Both were
okay.
targeted.
Yeah, I missed that.
So that first round of damage did happen. To her.
So yeah, you just gotta drop it regular one more time, and then give her 5 back.
Yeah.
Oh, there! Now it did it. What the hell?
It's alright. I can
Give her
fix that.
19 back.
Yeah. No, wait. I went the wrong way with that. Okay. Now wait a minute.
I did not mean to make it this complicated.
It's okay. It's okay. I got it fixed. All right. Anything else?
Mr. Waddles is going, or Sir Waddles is going to attack since he didn't dash this turn.
Okay. And he crits. What the fuck? Okay. for 13 points of damage.
The bitch still isn't dead.
No. Texas, you're up.
I am, but she's not.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. And then I am going to cast my Psionic Blast.
Okay. I'm gonna move you one square south because that's spot you picked was in the fire.
You see, I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay.
Wherever is fine. Don't think.
Texas is going to channel the inner and
Okay.
the outer fire.
So I will give you a.
You're gonna hit all of us.
You know, it's okay. It's fine. I'll come back and heal you. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Could you
Okay.
maybe move that over a little bit so it's not on Pan?
Yeah, I was gonna say move it a
That-
little
that-
bit.
That might kill him. I mean,
Yeah.
it will
Maybe get rid
definitely
of both
knock
of
him
them.
out.
Like that. Just hit me and her.
Thirty 30-foot cone.
Yeah, but if you angle it right from that corner, she can do it so she just hits me and her, which is a better option.
Is that what you want to do?
I don't want to kill Pan. I'll feel I'll feel really bad about it.
Plus, you'll miss the penquakes.
I don't eat Penquakes.
Damn.
We all
Okay.
know Texas is a little bitch baby. Doesn't.
So aim for that there. With Sir Waddle or with Pan being on Sir Waddle's is only a quarter covered, so that is not enough to hit the two of them. So you could do that.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. There you go. I'm not going to bother leaving the cone up. So what you have to do is, can you target Beelzebubba and Cook, please?
Working on it.
Okay.
Left shift
can-
is targeting both.
Left control.
Left control. Got it.
Okay. You got them both.
Yep.
Now you should have a button for dex checks.
Hold on, you've got yourself targeted.
I don't have myself targeted.
Let's see. Don't know how that worked, but
I think that was something previous.
I'll help.
I got it.
Texas.
That did nothing except for cast it onto myself.
All right, now we're
Okay.
targeted. Roll it again, Max.
There you go. All right. Cook
fails,
succeeds.
succeeds.
Beelzebubba fails. So now you roll damage.
Is gonna take half damage, and Beelzebubba is gonna be knocked prone.
Yes.
And
And
do
it's
all that.
yeah, the combat tracker should fix all those numbers for you. I'll make sure it does.
Roll it in the chat or on both of them.
Should be a button. You should be able to just click the button.
Yeah. I'm dumb.
Okay. That said, that was enough to kill her. She falls down. With her, as she starts to fade, she starts coughing and. Cook, you wanted something here?
Looking down at her body in her last moments of life, knowing that Texas dealt the killing blow, I will bonus action drop my rage and just lean down, holding her head in my hand, and as I slowly push my thumbs into her eyes and cast Inflict Wounds to really seal the deal, I'll whisper, "Soref sends his regards," and then squeeze into her skull.
Okay. as dramatic as that was, you guys, she passes away with that little extra damage. Not that she wasn't already well on her way, but
Pan's just
'cause you
gonna
can-
look at Krug. His eyes huge. Bro, that got dark. Then he's gonna smile real big and give him double thumbs up.
And when you look at me, my eyes are just like a shadowy tendril mass.
I was going to say, where would anybody know where Seraph is from?
None of them would.
That's why I'm saying that.
Sort
I'm just saying that was. I'm not really concerned about what he was saying. I'm just talking about him putting his thumbs in the chick's eyeballs and then casting a damaging spell.
Well, I mean,
Just saying, that was
the
some dark
look in
shit.
his eyes. I'll tell you what. Give me a magic check, Pan. Arcana.
Anna? Sure.
Arcana.
Let me just
check.
remember where that is.
And anybody else who has Arcana proficiencies, feel free to roll if you were paying attention to what he just said.
Arcana, it's here somewhere. Oh, yep, there it is.
Skills tab, third one down.
If they're rolling in regard to the name, that would be a history check. If they're rolling
No,
as to what's afflicting me or what's going on with me, then Arcana.
Yeah, that's what it is. And the 19 and 21 is enough for you to realize that that glowing in his eyes is him being possessed.
Shadow touched, not possessed.
Okay, shadow touched.
Sorry, I know it's your thing, but these are plot points leading back into the normal Friday game, so I'm gonna correct you on them. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. So, what's next,
Okay.
guys?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
With the 21, do I know what shadow touched means?
I will say in your line of study, yeah, you would have.
Okay. What does that mean?
It means I've spent some time in the Shadowfell, and part of the energy is part of like the Shadowfell energy is imbued into my spirit.
And Shadowfell is the Queen of Shadows?
Shadowfell is like the opposite of the Astral Sea. It's like the place that's all gray and makes you feel weird. Or the opposite of the Feywild, sorry.
I was going to say Feywilds, opposite of the Feywilds, yeah.
Okay. I thought so, but
In
wanted to
your
be sure.
lifetime, you've only read of those places in books. But apparently he's been shadow touched, so he's made it there at some point.
Now I'm really impressed.
Okay, so everything is dead.
I'm gonna walk over to the altar and grab whatever book or papers.
Okay, so you are going to find a couple scrolls. I'm not going to even bother creating them for you.
Okay.
They've been sealed, but they were already opened. So as if somebody sealed it, shipped it, and then it was opened.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
One is going to be instructions on the crystals that you saw outside. They were meant to disguise the area for their army of the undead to leave the town without being noticed.
Okay.
As to keep the whereabouts of the AKA factory from being discovered. The second scroll you're going to find is in regards to teleportation crystals. And you'll find a side note that looks like it was in somebody's handwriting, just notated in the edges, indexes, or whatever. Smaller crystals poof when used.
Okay.
That's it.
She didn't have like a wizard's book or anything. A
She was a
Necronomicon?
necromancer.
Okay.
That's creating the undead was what she did out of her own magic.
Okay. Just
You
making sure.
guys got to see the first round fully developed. What Texas ran into was the half developed
Okay.
next set
Not a problem.
because there wasn't any bodies to empower them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, after I grab up all the notes and stuff, I'm gonna look at everyone else and be like, I think we should get the fuck out of here. It doesn't look like Fitz is here.
That means yes.
Anybody have anything else they want to do or say or?
I mean, we searched everything, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll follow Cug.
All right. So what I am going to do here is if you guys don't have anything else that you are looking to do, I'm going to say you guys make it home.
We get a long rest, right?
Oh yeah, you guys get a long rest. I'll throw that in there right as I get you guys on the map here.
Do we level up, DM?
Actually, yes. But you can do that on your time.
We actually do level up?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Rest. There it is. Oh, wait, shit. Wrong one. Long rest. There it is.
Before I leave, I am going to stick absolutely anything that isn't bolted down and already on fire into my bag of holding.
Okay, so what you're going to find is it's a lot of rubble, dust, dirt. It's so my whole thing with this BBEG, big bad guy, is this is just a minion. The real big bad guy who's going to have all the loot you're looking for is its boss.
I'm a tinkerer. Everything is treasure to me.
I mean,
I will steal everything that isn't bolted down, and I'll come back with a socket set and take everything else later.
It's a multi-day trip, bud. You really going to do all that?
Bag of holding.
Are you? Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Are you underestimating my
okay.
willingness to strip a building to its beams?
Okay, I'll tell you what.
It doesn't.
15.
As far as gameplay goes, I don't care what I got. It's just stuff I'm going to use to tinker with.
15,
I just want you to know.
15 4-foot tall candle holders with candles to go with them.
Are those metal that can be melted down?
Oh,
yes.
God.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I'm telling you.
Okay.
A 8-foot long, 6-foot tall, 3-foot wide table, where she was doing her work. I don't know if you can actually get that in a bag of holding, but maybe if you angle it just right.
Right, I got people here to help.
Oh, and for a 12 sets of chains that are attached to the floor, if you want to take the time to chisel them out of the floor. 12 shackles.
That's metal. That'll melt down nicely.
Okay, well, you can put all that in your inventory.
Yeah, I got upgrades planned for Sir Waddles. I'm gonna make him into a true god of death.
All right. So you guys have made it back successfully. You're on the south side of Healit. Anything you want to do in the process of the travels? Share the map real quick. So everybody's here.
Nope, I'm just all about getting home, sleeping in bed.
Right.
Okay. So, I'm not gonna bother posting them. But you will come into town. You will see members of the militia at the gates. They of course will greet you. Oh, who goes there? One of those type of deals. I'm gonna wager y'all are gonna say we are who we are. They're just gonna let you up to the gates.
We're
Sure.
gonna say we live here, you fat fucks, let us through.
Well, I mean, they're just doing their jobs. God, guys.
Yeah, your job was real important a couple weeks ago when all the undead snuck into town. Bitches.
East Texas. When you get here, you will be greeted by where is characters? Hello. There we go. As you guys are reaching up to get to the orphanage, you will be greeted by Mildred. Excuse my, I'm going to try and do this, so just bear with me. Children! Children, you have returned!
Mommy!
Are you okay?
I'm just gonna dab her up and go inside and say, I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Dab her up.
Okay, well, before you go, Nord filled me in on what you guys went off to do. What did you find?
We found goblins. We found hobgoblins. We found hyenas. We found were those hyenas? Those were hyenas. Yeah, they were hyenas. And we found lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. And then we found a bunch of really cool people, some good cooking stuff, some nice spices.
Well,
Lots of undead.
that's good, Pan. But you guys were sent to figure out what happened to Fitz.
That didn't go so well.
Okay.
He wasn't
What?
there.
Well, you're back, so I figure something happened. What happened?
We killed a necromancer.
Okay. She looks at you like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Krug stabbed her right in the eyes with his thumbs. It was awesome.
Great thumb warmer. Can I go to bed now? I'm tired.
And anything? Did you find anything on Fitz?
We picked up 2 cases of healing potions for him while we were there. Otherwise, no, we did not find anything of Fitz at all.
We found some insight into how Fitz spends his downtime.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yes.
I mean,
Is that the
I'm
bag of
his
weed you
wife.
stole?
I didn't steal it. It was just laying there in the desk drawer.
You know he's going to be mad if he comes home and it's not there.
He was very nice, though. He shared it with everybody.
Very true.
Well, children, all I can tell you is I remember seeing a poof when Fitz disappeared. So I don't know. Maybe he's out there somewhere. Who knows? But all right. Well, good job, children. And you said a necromancer, so I'm assuming the necromancer's something to do with the undead coming to the heal it.
I don't know if
But
this particular one had anything to do with that, but they were dead and still moving.
okay, she steps to the side and lets you guys head into rest. Well, thank you for your deeds, children. And that's going to be the end of it. I'm going to go out with a fizzle. So yes, if anybody wants to level up to have their characters ready for the next time, if there's a next time, feel free. After that, I am passing the show back to you, Mr. Jacob.
Go ahead and take a minute, do your leveling up, and then we can jump back over to Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon.
I wasn't expecting the necromancer to go down as fast as you took her down.
It's all good.
That's
Mike
that's
for
that's the
hosting.
midget's fault. That's
Wait.
the midget's fault.
Yeah.
When he when she, was it he or she? I couldn't tell from the picture.
It was a she. It was meant to be a she.
Yeah, when she did that arcane blast shit, this stopped being fun, and now it was something she had to die.
Well, when you guys first started hitting her, it was little chunks. So I was like, okay, I can make this last. Because she actually had a dimensional door she was getting ready to use on her next turn to get away from all you guys while you were all huddled up in that one spot. But y'all took her out before she could do it. The DM's pain. I've learned some insight to it. Best laid plans and all that. Okay, Fitz, you are the last one.
Yep. I was just finishing up my leveling up.
No
Fine.
rush, man. Take your time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm out
Okay,
of there.
everybody has disconnected.
I've got the normal Friday open. Y'all can load in. If you need the password, I put it in our Facebook chat.
All right.
Thank you, Mike, for hosting a fun little short campaign thingy.
It
Woo!
was a blast.
That was a blast
Yeah,
night.
that was.
Yeah,
dude,
that was
thank
really
you.
fun. Different and fun.
Yeah.
Backstory fun.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. If I had more time and effort to put into it, I think it could have been a lot better. But overall, I am happy that you guys were happy.
The
Dude,
best
it seemed
part
like you put a
was
ton of time into it, anyways.
the best
I
part
did
was
put time into it.
best part was is I didn't have to do any game prep for Fridays for like 3 months.
So you shouldn't have an excuse for not having something done.
Oh, I've got plenty done now.
Oh,
Ooh, shots
Yeah.
fired.
You know what? You guys have never showed up for a game and heard me utter the words, I don't have anything planned, we're going to have to wing it. That is
Don't jab at me,
never
man.
happened.
I'm new. That was my first run.
I wasn't
Yeah.
jabbing at
Alive?
anybody. I was making an observational statement for myself.
No, I now I do have a pre-built. I can't remember the name of it off the
Moduled.
top of my head. Moduled. Yeah, I do have a moduled in my pack, but I mean, I don't know how long that would take to run it. And they just released a bonus map pack that had the extra maps that the module doesn't have. So I think if I read through it all, I could run it, but it looks like it'd be kind of long though.
which one did you get?
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember. I bought it like months ago, like months upon months ago.
Oh shit! Now I gotta remember what to do with this character. Fuck.
Don't worry, we're not gonna get too deep into anything tonight. We're just gonna like bridge the gap back into normal Friday, and I will send you all screenshots of your character sheets tomorrow probably, so you can review and refresh because I know it's been like 3 months. So. Give me 2 seconds.
Hell, who knows? Maybe we'll have a flashback for other characters in this group. And I could take over for them. Or if somebody else wants to try their hand at the DM thing.
Say what again?
I said we could always have another one of those flashback type style art campaigns that
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind DMing for another character, or if somebody else wants to DM, they can try their hand at it.
Yeah.
You talking like the backstory things?
Yeah, backstories or I mean, I got a whole nother character, Michelangelo, that's been doing things.
Good old Mikey.
He could
Fun,
find other friends along the way. Just saying.
fun news, Mike. I finally figured out what to do for Godric's backstory.
Okay.
Took me weeks of brainstorming to find something that would make sense, and I finally found something. But alright. Looks like everybody's logged in. So we will just share this guy.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah. So we'll just start with a little refresher. I mean, the campaign started a little over a year ago with Mike and Pam playing Godric and Miss Holly and being sent to help the town of Ronsfold, which they did, and they captured a barbarian bandit to return to Harthen down in we're talking down in Lothran, the lower left-hand island right now. But on the way back to Harthen, they were stopped by Sorif and then rescued by 2 mages. The 2 mages told them that Sorif was an evil warlock from some centuries ago who him and his coven were attempting to merge all the different planes of existence into one by creating rifts very similar to the ones you would see. I can actually share the map. I forgot I had a picture of it. Hold on. Which thing are you under?
Gotta live the place right in the middle. It's America.
But this is what the Sky Tears look like.
Oh yeah, I remember those things.
The wizards originally sent Godric and Miss Holly and their party at the time to the Shadowfell, to Sorif's tower. They fought their way all the way to the top where there was an active portal. Going through it, they lost 1 party member, which wound them up in the Astral Sea. They went through the whole Act 2 of the Astral Sea, where the rest of you met up with them, with the exception of Brad. You're all familiar with what happened there. Moving into Act 3 of the Feywild, where Brad showed up. And eventually, with the aid of Madame Poppy, making your way through a known portal between the Feywild and the material plane, you wound up in the top right corner of the map there, off the east coast of Merconia. As you looked around trying to figure out where you were, what's going on, Fitz started having kind of a daydream memory about home, and it's finally back within reach. What has my family, what have my orphans been doing? Which is where we cut to that little side arc. Fitz, you are not aware of what happened. Just for the record, you had a brief moment of I wonder what they're doing, and we use that to bridge the transition. But you're not aware of what happened.
Oh, okay.
And as Yerndris, I gotta get used to saying the different names all over again. As Yerndris
Woo!
was looking over the deck of the ship, she can see the mountains on the eastern side of Merconia where her farm used to be, where her family was slaughtered and where her revenge lies. And that is where we stopped. It is evening time, late, the sun is down. There are some ambient light, there's a full moon, so you can see the horizon and you can see the water, the seas are calm. And that's where we left off. So you guys got an hour and 45 minutes of playtime tonight. What do you want to do?
As soon as Yindris looks over the side of the boat, he's jumping off and starting to swim. His rage has taken over his body at this point, and he's gone.
You guys are probably a good mile and a half, pushing 2 miles off the coast.
He doesn't care. He's still gonna just
I know.
swim his happy little ass over.
I'm just giving you information.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just letting you
whatever
know.
you want with it.
Just letting you know.
From my viewpoint, I'm assuming I can see this.
Yeah, you are all up on the top deck. You were all up on the main deck. You were actually standing next to Trevor when you guys went through the portal. So yeah, you see Yerndris jump off the side of the deck. Pam, you are currently in control of the ship. So you feel Yerndris jump and then have no sensory perception of where he is. Just that Hamish is standing on the deck barking, trying to decide if he should go in after him or not.
Okay.
Okay.
First thing I'm gonna do is yell, "Man overboard! Bring this ship down to the waters." And secondly, cosmetic.
The ship's on the water right now.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'm gonna rush to the side where Yerndris is swimming.
We should probably get him, right?
Yeah. Yerndris is a her, right?
No, it's a him.
No, Yindris is a him.
Okay.
We just constantly refer to him as a her because we get confused.
Okay.
The player
Boy on
is a
Friday,
her.
girl on Sunday.
Well, no. I mean, sometimes Max plays a he, sometimes Max plays a she.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which one was which this round.
Just hard to keep it straight when you jump back and forth multiple times in a week.
I can't help it.
It's all good.
Hey.
It's all good.
It's that gender fluidity.
At least I had kind of decency to stop and ask, right?
Yeah.
I was about to say, as long as you don't get mad when we mix it up, because it's going to happen a lot.
At all. I don't get mad. We've been playing long enough, I've learned.
Alright, so I'm going to yell, Yerndris, wherever you want to go, the boat can go.
My family. And he's just paddling, his arms flopping around.
Make an athletics check for me, Yerndris.
We got a rope? Gotta have a rope handy somewhere. Close by.
There's
We've got
plenty
a
of
rope
ropes
ladder.
around.
Or the ladder. Is there a rope ladder? Just throw down there.
So you are maybe 30 feet away from the ship, and realize that all of your momentum was solely from jumping off the ship, and you don't know how to swim. So you're just like barely struggling to keep your dragon snout above the water right now.
Yeah, seems about right.
Come on, Yurdris. I got rope, right? Rope ladder, whatever.
Yeah, if
Do we have?
I mean the ladder just lays over the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So you get the ladder and you lay it over the side, and as you look out to check
Yeah.
on Yurndris, it looks like Yurndris is sinking. Like all you can see is the dragon snoot and him flailing to try and stay above water right now.
Can I slide the ladder over and try and get it to his
He's
hands?
about 30, 40 feet away from the ship, so he's probably like this far away.
Oh,
I just
shit.
don't have a map with just the top deck, so.
Okay. Fuck. Does anybody swim?
I'm gonna use my racial ability to fly for a minute,
Okay.
and I'm gonna fly over there, grab his hand, and pull him over to the ladder.
Okay. And you got 30 feet of movement speed, if I remember correctly. Fly speed.
Yes.
So, okay, yeah, so not a problem to get there and drag him back. And Yurndris, you're now holding on to the rope ladder, still in the water, at the edge of the ship.
He is gonna start coughing and like try and mutter out the words, I have to go see my family. Just while breathlessly like, help me.
Okay. Well, we haven't been there, but you point, we go.
Alright, he's gonna climb into the boat and run to the edge of it and just start pointing.
Okay. Miss Holly, I know you can hear me. I'm sure you can. Miss Holly knows what's going on, right? So she
Yeah.
can sense the pointing and which way to go. Is that right, DM?
Let
I know
me...
she's conscious of talks on the ship and where people are, and I'm just wondering.
I don't...
is her-
Let me... Give me a second.
I should have an idea of what's going on in the ship itself.
I mean, I suppose I could shout directions.
Give me
Yeah.
one
A
second.
little more to the left, a little more to the right,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, you can definitely
Yep.
do that. I
Yep,
don't...
it's
I
I
don't
just
think...
south by
okay,
southeast 3 bubbles.
so that's what I'll do. I mean, we'll choose whichever one we can use. She gets
Okay.
the directions, points us in that direction. Whether I got to yell it or she knows it, either way,
Okay.
we're going that way.
All right. So you start making your way towards the coast. It's a little slow going. The ship isn't exactly built for traveling on the water. And Misty's pretty spent. She actually went down to Miss Holly's room to rest for the evening, unless there was an emergency. But the ship is moving. It's just not moving what you would expect a normal ship to move.
Okay.
So, you were there. You progress. Probably takes about 2-3 hours, but you start making your way over to the coast here, above the floating lands. And as you approach the coast, everyone give me a perception check.
Oh my god, his dice. What bad perception rolls are with my guy, bro. What the heck?
No fits there. There you go. Okay. Yurndrish and Hamish and Fitz would not notice very, very faint city lights Basically, just like a couple of torches on the coast. Sir Fluffybelt would notice, though.
I gotta get used to rolling everything for him again.
I also forgot to roll it for Hamish. Well,
Hamish sees the lights and starts barking at them, drawing your attention to them, Yurndris. As you look at the coast and recall the last time you were here, there's not supposed to be any city along this coast. And when I say city, this is like barely a village. You know, best you can make out in the dark is there's 10, 15 shelter type structures. And like no defense, no structure or organization to it. It's just kind of there.
Tent
they
City?
look like emergency tents or just random, like, huts.
Too dark to make out.
Okay.
You're still about a quarter mile off the coast, so, and it's middle of the night. Even with the full moon, you can tell that there are structures there. You can tell that there's nothing taller than like single story. So there's no like 2-3 story buildings like you would expect in a structured city. But you can't tell what the construction of the buildings is.
Yendris, how close to where we're going is that little tent village?
Or it doesn't look how I remember it.
Hmm.
Are you guys gonna keep sailing? You stopping? What are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, if there's no objections, I say we keep going because that's where Yundris wants to go. So we're.
I'm sorry, Yurndris. This is So let me on the map here. So you guys are at the end of that line off the coast. The little purple circle on the coast is that city, and then your farm was just up into the base of the mountain, like there. So this would be pretty much the opportune place to dock to get to where your home was. But you've never seen this settlement before.
He'll say that we will keep sailing until we get to a spot where we can dock at that little thingy. I don't know what it's called. Coast end of coast. I don't know.
Like you
And
want
then
to
we'll
sail
take it.
past the settlement and then find a place to stop, or you want to dock at the
No,
settlement?
stop. Dock at the settlement,
Okay.
and then we'll take it on foot from there.
Your show,
I'm
Yendris.
gonna
Whatever you want to
suggest.
do.
Holly's gonna suggest to take the last watch and suggest that everybody get some rest and go to sleep. And once we get there, we can
So want
go
to like
from there.
drop anchor out in the ocean today and approach the place in the morning?
How long would it take us to get there, Mr. DM?
Maybe an hour at your current travel rate.
Yeah, I guess we can just anchor here, get some rest so we're secure. I guess I'll do the last watch, and then as soon as we wake up, we can go and continue to sail till we get to the dock and get off and go from there. Frida agrees.
Silence, I'm guessing, is a yes.
Yendris is okay with it. I am too.
Roderick,
Yeah, I know. I'm fine.
Brennan.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are gonna lay anchor and set a watch for the evening. Pam said she's gonna go last. Who wants to go first?
Go first, I guess.
I'll go second.
I suppose I can put you back on the ship too.
Might be helpful. I could have probably done it myself, but I didn't know I was in the water.
It's all good. Is anybody not going to sleep?
For Fluffy Butt.
Okay.
I mean, Godric's gonna spend some time praying.
I'll take the watch just before Miss Holly.
Okay.
Fitz will take the one between Godric and Fen then.
So Yurndrus was going first. Godric
First.
was going second. And then... Oop, wrong button. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Okay. Yurndrus, go ahead and make a perception check for your watch. Along with Hamish and Sir Fluffy Butt. Okay. You watch as the night goes on. It's a calm night. The seas gently rock the boat. You watch the village on the shore, and you think you can make out some people moving around. There's like moments where a light will go out and then it'll come back, kind of indicating that something moved in front of the light. But other than that, your watch goes off without any issues. So next up is Godric. And Sir Fluffy Butt.
Sorry, I was spilled ice cream on myself, then had to go clean up my shirt.
It's all good, man.
Right.
15 and 11. All right. Same thing for your watch. Goes by, no issues. There is a point during your watch, however, where Trevor kind of calls down to you and air tastes different here, Godric.
Yeah, buddy. It's kind of how that here in the material planes, our trees work a little bit differently than the trees from where you're at. I don't want to compare you to a normal tree because obviously you're not, bud. But lots of things produce. I got medicine, so I know this. Lots of things produce what they produce, and the trees help cleanse the air.
Okay. It's not bad. It doesn't hurt, I don't think. It's just different.
Oh, good. I'm glad it doesn't hurt.
All right. Well, good night, Godric. As
Night, Trevor.
You are heading to bed, and Fitz is coming up for his watch. Go ahead, Fitz.
Okay. Um,
Okay. More of the same. Calm night. You don't hear any motion or yelling from the shore. Nothing coming from the water either. And your watch goes off without a hitch.
Okay, well, I will wake up then and head back to bed.
All right, Fen, your watch. Mike, roll a D100 for when you said your prayers.
12.
Okay. Brad, go ahead and make your perception check. Give me 1 second. Sent you a whisper there, Godric.
Okay. Interesting.
Pardon my spelling, I was trying to hurry. Fen, your watch goes off without a watch. It's weird for you. It's your first time out of the Feywild. You're used to, a purple sky and bright, colorful plants just everywhere, and the water being filled with life, and this world almost seems dead in comparison.
Oof. That's a little rough. Yeah. He's gonna pick a dark corner and sit back and take it in. And just observe his surroundings.
You spend your time, nothing happens. At the end of your watch, you go to wake up Miss Holly, and you knock on her door, and she answers. Go ahead and make either an insight or a perception check for me as she opens the door. She looks like... You know she was sleeping because you could hear her snoring prior to knocking on the door. When she opens it, she looks like she just got done with a very, very rigorous workout. And I will remind you guys too, because I know it's been a couple of months, Miss Holly has the brand on her neck, indicating that she finished reading her book.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to find those notes. God damn it. Too many notebooks.
It's
I mean,
not super crucial tonight. We're just transitioning. Nothing plot super important is going to happen tonight.
I'm just going to throw this out there with a perception check of 29. I would wager he would realize that she was in the room with Misty. May not necessarily been a workout.
You do see Misty laying on the bed, seemingly asleep.
Maybe I work out on my sleep. You never know.
No, we don't. No.
Yeah, dude, why are you being a creeper?
The fuck?
I mean,
You're not even awake, Fitz.
I can sense injustices and judgments in my sleep.
Judgments. Love it.
I'm just gonna look at Miss Holly and be like, rough night, huh?
Why do you say that?
You might want to freshen up. And he's gonna
Sweat on
walk
your
away.
forehead. Simple. That's all I had to say.
He's gonna. What? Did we even say where he's sleeping on the ship?
Yeah, you got Erdan's old room, so you're straight across the hall from her. If you
I was
hover
just-
over those green pins, it'll have the name of whose room it is.
Okay. I am actually going to go back to the upper part of the ship and again pick a dark corner and kind of just observe my surroundings. But this time I'm going to flip my hood up.
Okay. Go ahead and put yourself wherever you want to be.
I mean, is the lighting accurate on the ship?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will just pick a dark corner over here.
Are you trying to be sneaky?
Yes. Yeah. I am trying to be sneaky, but it doesn't really matter if I'm in some kind of darkness, to be honest. Because of
You
the
have abilities too.
what's that?
Which ability are we talking about there?
That's the hold on, let me pull it up here.
Is that the ambush or the umbral?
I'm gonna say it's the no, it's Umbral Sight.
Okay.
Oh, I guess only if she's using or anybody's using dark vision. But
Yeah, the decks, anywhere where there's not a light source, there's low light, so they wouldn't be relying on dark vision. So go ahead and make a stealth check though at advantage because of your cloak. And then if anybody looks for you, we've got the DC for their roll.
did you want me to roll it in the chat box or in the
You can do it in the tower. Sounds like a half decent tower roll. But Miss Holly, you walk up on deck to start your watch. Go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. So your
What?
watch.
If Fluffy Butt's getting staying awake, he'll have one too, right?
Yeah. I can
Could
save
you
you
roll that for me?
nothing's gonna happen on the watch. So, Miss Holly, your watch goes on. You spend it walking around the ship and admiring home that you've been away from for so many months. Not noticing Fennin. But eventually your watch comes to an end. And you head back downstairs to your cabin.
Just gonna sleep. I'm tired.
Some time passes, maybe 20, no, I'll say less than that, probably 15, 20 minutes. And Fennin, you know that Miss Holly had the last watch and that she was supposed to wake everybody up at the end of her watch. She went down below deck 15 minutes ago now, and nobody's come up. And make a perception check as well, Fennin. God damn, you rolled a 7 and got an 18.
that's not even my passive.
On top of nobody's come up top, you don't hear anything below the deck.
I am. What's the lighting like outside right now?
The sun's starting to come up. It's light enough that you can see things, being on the east side of the country.
I'm guessing there's nobody on the upper deck, so that doesn't really matter.
It's you, Sir Fluffy Butt, and Trevor,
Okay.
and that's it.
I am going to quietly start making my way downstairs.
Okay.
That will I.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say he's a little sus that she disappeared 15 minutes ago, and nobody else has come up. So he's gonna start moving quietly basically throughout the ship, trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Make another stealth check at advantage. Because of your boots.
The boots. Do you want that in the chat box or the tower again?
Chat box. Because you were gonna crit. Okay. So you make your way through the ship. Everybody not in a room, so all the crew members, B, Amber, Thorin, and Bairn, they're all asleep. Madame Pompey is asleep as well. Big Dick Energy is standing, but asleep. B isn't sleeping, but he's in his state of no activity in the galley. And you
I love
stop.
that fucking horse's name.
You stop at each of the party members' doors and listen, and you can hear soft sleeping noises coming from all the rooms.
Yeah, everyone's room.
Everyone's.
Well, now that's a pickle. I don't remember. Did we all say we were going to get up or no?
I mean, it's morning.
I mean, well, at
So
this point, if no,
the way you know things to work from your life experiences is the last watch wakes everybody up come morning.
gotcha. Then if that's the case, I'm gonna knock on Miss Holly's room.
Okay. You knock, and you hear kind of like the choking snort wake up, like yeah, and you hear Misty's voice come from the other side. Yeah.
Is Miss Holly there?
No, she's on watch.
Okay, it's morning.
Okay.
He's gonna go start looking throughout the ship for Miss Holly then. Very quietly.
Okay. I'll let that stealth check carry over since it was a crit, but go ahead and perception if you're just looking, investigation if you're like looking in things and around things and that fun stuff.
Let's go with. We'll start with this.
Okay. You walk through the ship for the second time, making sure you didn't miss anything, and there's no sign of Miss Holly.
Is there any sign that anything has been disturbed or anything that wasn't that way the first time I came down?
I mean, some crates and stuff have moved, but that's pretty routine on a ship. That's not uncommon from the short amount of time you've spent on the ship.
Okay. Well, my next stop is going to be to go knock on Fitz's door.
Okay.
Go wake his luscious long hair ass up.
Fitz, you wake up to a knocking on your door.
Breakfast ready?
I'm just gonna knock again.
All right, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm gonna communicate with Sir Fluffy Butt telepathically. Like, everything okay?
You hear Sir Fluffy Butt back. Yeah, it's morning.
Oh, okay.
Nothing happened all night.
Cool. Good. Quiet night. That means it'll be a hellish day. All right. Cool. All right. So I will stumble to the door and open it.
As soon as he opens up the door, Fenn's gonna push into the room and shut the door real quick and look at Fitz, and he's gonna be like, "Your girl's missing."
Hold on real quick, because you're pushing him into the room. Fitz, are you gonna let that happen, or are we gonna call this a shove action?
I'm pretty sure, as tired as I am, I'm just gonna be like, no, come on in. Sure, why not? Whatever. All right. At least brought coffee, but sure. What's up?
That's when he is going to respond with, "Your girl is missing." Or the elf, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of awkward at explaining those things.
You're talking about Miss Holly?
Yeah, the one with the weird marking. Like, she's there 1 minute, now she's not. She's been gone for like, I don't know.
Probably
How much
about
time would you?
25, 30 minutes at this point.
So yeah, she's been gone for about 25, 30 minutes. She's not in a room. She didn't wake everybody up after watch.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door, go walking out, and I'm going to knock on Miss Holly's door.
You hear Misty's voice, low, stifled. Come in.
Okay. I'll open the door.
You open the door, and you see Misty sitting on the bed, crying with a note in her hand.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What's wrong, Misty? What's going on?
She keeps crying and just holds the note up for you.
Okay. I will grab the note and put a hand comfortingly on her shoulder.
The note is in the chat.
Okay. You are no real friendship. Care for my absence until that matter. Just don't be whiny about it. Well, fuck. Ben, would you please go gather everybody else up, bring them to the kitchen?
He's gonna grumble and go start knocking on doors.
Thank you, Finn.
Misty's gonna follow Fitz.
Fitz is
As
going
she's
to make
very
some.
teary and crying as she's doing so.
Fitz is going to make some very strong coffee. And then he's going to pour some bourbon into a cup and a splash of coffee.
Does anybody not come to the kitchen upon being summoned?
Indris is gonna come to the kitchen, but he has a towel over his left eye, and there's like blood seeping out of the towel. Not seeping, but like there's blood covering the towel.
Okay.
while he enters the kitchen.
Hamish in tow, of course.
Okay, we'll deal with that later. Okay, everybody.
Shaken by the commotion, B wakes up from his stasis and, oh, apologies, I overslept. Allow me to get some breakfast prepared, and starts whipping up some dragon turtle steak and eggs. That's all.
Thank you,
Go
B.
ahead.
All right. I'm gonna take a big swig of my coffee bourbon. Okay, thank you everyone for gathering. Apparently we have a situation. I am going to hand the note to Godric. Pass that along once you've read it.
Okay.
Coffee and bourbon is there at the station.
What is this coffee and bourbon?
Like an Irish coffee.
It's so
What
true.
are the Irish?
Above table, I know what it is. Ben doesn't know what it is.
Sorry.
You know those dwarves that really like the plants and stuff we got working for you? Or working for us?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, they're the Irish.
He's just gonna shake his head.
So a few minutes has passed, and everybody's taken a turn reading the note, and then it gets handed back to you, Fitz.
Okay. So, any thoughts, comments, questions, concerns?
It says she has it
I'm
under
just-
control.
No.
Um,
Um. Next point of order, Yendris. What the fuck happened to your face?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about your bloody towel, eye patch thingy you got going on there, bud.
You focus on finding Holly, because you seem pretty worried about that.
Right. But I'm a complex person. I can be worried about multiple things at one time.
yeah.
Misty's gonna say, I know this is hard for everybody. Let's not fight. Let's not fight.
As they are discussing this, I am going to quietly walk away. Or wait, is the kitchen? I'm sorry, is the kitchen right next to the rooms?
B is in the kitchen right now.
No, I'm sorry. In relation to the rooms, particularly Miss Holly's room.
Oh yeah, I mean
Is
it's just right there, right down the hall.
Okay. I'm going to try to slip away to their room while they're all having their powwow.
Okay. Are you trying
mean,
to be sneaky about it, or are you just doing it?
I mean, yeah, sneaky about it. Like, it's going to be one of those things you're being sneaky, but you're not like overly being sneaky, if that makes sense. Like, they're all
Okay.
talking, trying to figure out what's going on, and he's just going to like quietly turn and walk away, like in the
I
midst of all of that.
am going to call that a performance check then. Oh, no, it'll still be stealth.
Okay.
No advantage, though. Everyone else, if you're... I don't think anybody's passive perception is 27, and I don't think anybody can even roll that high. So, okay, you slip away.
Is that all I heard in the background was, oh my god?
No,
Actually,
those
no, sorry, you guys are level 12. Some of you might be able to. Everybody else roll a perception check.
I wasn't paying any attention. I'm facing down Yenris.
Okay, don't roll one then.
Well, it is what it is.
Misty, you notice Fennin start to slip down the hall. He gets about here when you spot him.
Where's he going? I say, looking at Godric.
I mean,
Got-
I'm just standing there in my robes and drinking my coffee because it's morning and I ain't even bothered putting my gear on yet. He's going where he's going.
Oh, okay.
Picture
I mean,
Godric just sitting there in some of those like big, baggy boxer shorts, and they just say "Blessed by the Lord" in the crotch area.
right?
Oh my
That's
god.
that's
Blessed,
canon.
Oh
blessed
my
by Apollo.
God.
Get that right.
That's canon
Blessed
now.
by Apollo. Yeah.
That better be canon, bro.
Godric's got nothing but boxers on under that plate armor.
No, I ain't got the plate armor on. I'm wearing my robes.
I know,
I
but when
told
you
you, I
wear
ain't
the
even put
plate
my gear on
armor,
yet.
when you wear the plate armor, it's nothing but boxers underneath.
I am sitting in a chair with my robes up a little bit so you can see the boxers. Just saying.
All right.
On you.
So Fennin,
I don't care. It's morning. I'm at home. I don't give a fuck.
Fennin, you
Right.
continue down the hall and slip into Misty and Holly's room.
I am just going to look. I'm going to look for any other clues as to where she might have went, but the one thing I'm looking for is the book.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I mean, can Hamish track her? I'll ask while he's looking.
Yeah, he can, as long as he has her scent, he can do a scent trail.
All right. And how far away are we from land?
Quarter mile, if that.
Okay.
Take you about an hour to get to shore from where you're at.
Do we have
keeping in mind you're sailing slower than the average ship.
I was gonna say, do we have a buoy or something? Lifeboat?
No.
So she swam? That's our only. Look, you know what? Screw this, and I'm gonna head upstairs, straight up to Trevor.
Okay. Fennin, looking around the room, you don't find anything. I mean, there's some clothes and knickknacks of both Miss Holly's and Misty's. You definitely don't find the book or any sign of where she might have gone.
Okay. Not how I thought that was going to go.
Yeah, sucks getting a single-digit roll after you're rolling almost 30s all night, huh?
Yeah. The only thing I could ask is if I could spend more time looking, but I don't know if that would work at all.
It's not going to reveal anything. Godric, you get up to Trevor.
Trevor.
Morning, Godric.
Morning, Trevor. Hey, quick question, man.
What's up?
Miss Holly took off. Did you see how and which way?
Last time I saw her, she went below deck to her room. She hasn't left there since.
Bird's eye view, and you didn't see her jump in the water? Nothing? You didn't hear no splashing?
Well, like I said, she went down to her room. I felt her walk into her room, and she hasn't moved since she went into her room.
That's what I needed. Thanks, bro.
You're welcome. Hey, can you let Fitz know if we get a minute? I'd like to do some more relaxing today. You know, help ease the transition, so to speak.
Must have been very stressful for him.
All right, Trevor.
Thank you.
I'm gonna head back down, and if anybody doesn't have anything in that amount of time, when I get down, I will say
Fitz and
something.
Yerndris have been in a standoff for the last couple minutes, so why don't you guys go ahead and play that out?
Yeah. So, Yendris, why is your face or your towel over your face covered in blood?
I always have a towel over my face covered in blood.
No, I'm pretty sure this is a very new development. I mean, I know we don't hang out a lot, but I'm pretty sure I would have noticed that. And if you're hurt, we have a healer, or I can even heal you.
I'm gonna scream out at you, don't touch me.
Okay, well the healer can do it without touching you.
Don't
No
touch me.
step,
Don't come
no
near me
step,
with your
Pally.
words. No, don't come at me with your healy words. No touchy.
No step, Pally. Don't touchy.
No means no, Step Pally.
Yeah. I do not consent to your healing.
That's alright. I didn't take a Hippocratic oath, so.
I'm just saying that. No step,
You're all
Pally.
so sick. Sick people.
sorry, Fitz. I can't help it.
All thing interest is if you're hurt, we can help.
I
Because
want some
if
help.
we're gonna go visit your family there, and you know maybe we'll get really lucky and there'll be a whole bunch of drow we can slaughter. I mean, who's not up for a good time thumbing their nose at Loth? So just want to make sure you're in the best shape so that you can have the most fun while slaughtering an entire race of evil little bastards.
Are we alone at the bottom of, or are we alone right now, or is everybody still surrounding us?
Misty and B are still present, as well as Hamish, obviously, because he's your shadow. It is about this time where Godric would come back downstairs and Fennin would come out of Miss Holly and Godric's room and join back up with you. So everybody is present.
If I'm coming in at the tail end of that, I'm just gonna go Fitz. You know better, man. Just leave it alone. And shake my head, like put my hand out, like, come on, man. It's Yerndris. We know how this works.
I know. I'm just trying to extend an olive branch.
Yep. All right. Well, I talked to Trevor. Trevor said Holly went to her room. That was the last he knew of Holly. He thought she was still in there, which means if she left, there was magic involved, guys. So I don't even think Hamish can track that.
Well, he has some teleportation spells of some type or another, doesn't she?
Well, I remember her saying something about a door. That's all I know.
All of you, except for Fennin, also recall the arcane gate she cast on Claus's ship as it was veering into the mountainside.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Okay.
I just couldn't remember which spell it was right off the top of my head. So, I mean, we were close enough for her to put a gate up, dimensional door, whatever. She could have left that way. I know, but she got to see it from her room. I don't know, unless you learned something new out of that book.
said in the note, she can handle herself.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a way to track her. We don't have a way to track her, guys. And Yerndris was really hoping to go see his family, so I'd say
To get over there one way or another, Godric. Honestly, if you don't want to go, you guys don't have to go. But I'm going.
No, I'm not at all. I mean, I am trying to kill two birds with one stone, if at all possible, but it would appear that we cannot. So, I want to concentrate on what we can accomplish, which is get you to your family, and hopefully we'll get some kind of answers from on Miss Holly along the way, or a message from her. Who knows? There's magic involved. And I close my eyes, rub my forehead in game because it's like too early in the fucking morning, and I still haven't finished my coffee.
Did you say that out loud?
What? Everything I just said to Yernders? Yeah.
Yeah. Finn's
Oh
again
yeah.
Finn's gonna ask, what is this coffee you guys keep talking about?
Mud sludge.
B like runs over with a cup and goes, "Here you go, coffee," and then runs back.
It's the feces of a monkey we have kept in a grate at the bottom of the boat.
Say
Wait, what was
what?
that?
It's the feces of a monkey that we keep in a grate at the bottom of the boat.
Make a deception check and Fennin roll insight.
Can I help him with that insight check?
Nah. 2 to 2. It comes down to modifier. You believe him, Brad.
What does it smell like? Does it smell good, bad, indifferent?
It smells like coffee smells. You know what coffee smells like.
Well,
But
yeah.
But you fully believe Yerndris when he says it's monkey feces that we keep below deck.
It is not. Jesus. Too early for all that. That's what
Fenn
Godric would say.
would say or did say?
Did say.
Okay. Fenn's gonna take the cup and he's gonna walk to the upper deck. But as he goes by, he's gonna look at Misty and see if she'll make eye contact with him.
Pam, does Misty make eye contact with Fennin as he walks upstairs?
Yeah, but in a like in a suspicious way, but not necessarily like in a bad way. Just more so like
Brad, make another insight check. Evan? Okay. She makes eye contact, but it's scared, is the best way to describe it. That's all you really pick up from it.
He's gonna he's gonna look at her, but just he's not gonna have an angry expression or anything on his face. He's just gonna as he's how like you hold your coffee up like you're about to drink it in the morning and you kind of give that head nod to somebody. Like, hey, come over here kind of thing. Like, follow me.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
Okay.
And then he's gonna walk up.
That was to you, Pam. It's like a gesture to follow. Go ahead and put your token wherever you want to go, Brad.
Okay.
Does she know if he's being like shady in any way?
Make an insight check.
Like she doesn't. It's not like she doesn't fully trust him, but she doesn't really. He's new, right? So it's kind of like.
On a 17, Brad, are you acting shifty about it, or are you being sincere?
I'm not being shifty about it. I don't know how I can be sincere about it, but it's it's just a simple hey, come here, like come follow me kind of thing. It's not
So
like
she's gonna
he
follow, keeping her distance and kind of like keeping her guard up, I guess you can say. Like, I'll follow you, but just kind of let's keep the distance a little bit.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys up to as B turns around with a platter of breakfast shark meat slabs and chicken eggs? Fried up 3 ways.
Gonna wrap food and inhale some food.
Mike stepped away. I know Jeremy's still loading in.
Yep,
Uh,
I'm back.
okay. Mike stepped away, so we'll go ahead and go to the top deck with Misty and Fennin. Misty keeping some distance. Go ahead and
as she comes up, does he notice anything about like her body language? He's not like staring at her, if that makes sense. It's like a isn't she obviously scared or is she obviously angry kind of thing?
make an insight check.
Oh god, I keep clicking on the wrong tabs. Fucking finally.
With a 19, you kind of keep a side eye on her as the two of you are walking to the deck. Knowing nothing about this person except she helps the ship fly, you see her behavior and mannerisms are very similar to those of somebody who's been kept in captivity, or even an animal that's been kept in captivity and treated very poorly during that time frame.
Okay.
So to answer your question, yes, her being scared is sincere.
No, I got you. He is going to look out over the side of the ship with the mud sludge. And as he's holding it, he's not going to look at her. He's just looking out and he's just going to say out loud, um, you don't need to be scared. I'm not going to hurt you.
Okay. I'm sorry if I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way. It's a lot going on right now. I'm very sensitive at the moment.
He's going to nod his head. He's going to offer her some mud sludge. See if she takes it.
She'll take it.
So, what do you think about all of this?
I really don't understand. She didn't mention anything to me. Everything was fine. Or at least I thought. Last time I saw her, she was here resting. I didn't even hear her leave. I don't know why she didn't say goodbye. I guess she was trying to make it easier on us. Or she was just afraid that we were gonna hold her back. I don't know. It's very confusing. I don't know where she went. I'm just really just sad.
As soon as Misty says, hold her back, Fenn's going to kind of tilt his head and look at her.
Okay.
What do you mean, hold her back?
Well, you know, if she was maybe running away somewhere that she thought we might be in danger, because the letter stated that that's what she was afraid of, maybe she wanted to take care of some business and wanted to do it by herself, and she knew that by maybe mentioning to the rest of us we were gonna go with her, and and not leave her alone. I suppose. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to understand whatever the note kind of said to put it into perspective.
What was she so scared of you mentioning to us?
I don't know.
You don't know, or you don't want to say?
I really don't know. And Misty's gonna look at the ocean as she says, I don't know, and wipe a tear from her eye because she's a little dramatic, you know.
Hmm. He's gonna give a little bit of a grunt, and he's gonna. Well, has she talked about any place in particular recently? Like,
No, I just noticed she was kind of acting weird sometimes. But you know, she was branded, so I just thought it was, you know, like an allergy maybe. You get some side effects and then they go away. But nothing that I thought that it meant that she was gonna randomly just disappear and not say anything to anyone. No, not really.
um, what did she get branded from?
I don't know. She didn't mention to me. I just heard everybody mentioning it. And like she would get like the last time I saw her, she would get like I don't know, she was just really, really sweaty as she was I don't know, working out a lot or something. Maybe she had a fever.
No, I mean, wouldn't you want to help your friend then, if that was the case?
I know. I really don't know what happened and I really wish I had more information, but I really don't. Maybe who did the previous watch before her last watch today?
Wait, what?
Who did the watch before Holly?
I did.
To, and you didn't notice anything weird about her? Like, did she look like she was sweaty or anything abnormal that she was maybe feeling not herself?
She was
That's
sweaty when I.
that's my newest little orphan. Turn it around on the
I was
interrogator.
just thinking the same
My
thing.
God, my goodness.
I'm so proud right now. You have no idea.
Well, he's gonna look at her and say, "Well, she was sweaty when I woke her up, but I've also only been
Maybe
with
she
you guys."
had a nightmare. What
Uh,
if, what if, and she's gonna point her little finger, like pointing, like at him, but like, you know, like she just remembered. What, what if, if in her last watch, she saw something and somebody threatened her? Or maybe somebody took her from here without us knowing. We don't know that.
well, what would make you think that that was the case?
I don't know. I've seen a lot of weird things since I've been here, so anything is possible. Have you seen Sir Fluffy Butt?
He neighs softly in the background.
You see that? So I don't know. Anything is possible.
Speaking of which, real quick, sorry to interrupt. Fitz, if Fluffy Butt is relaying all of this to you, you would be privy to any part of this conversation. Just side note.
Right.
Sorry, continue.
So I think at this point Fitz or Fenton is kind of confused. Like, so are you saying that somebody took her before her watch, or
I don't know. I didn't see anything. I'm just throwing ideas up in the air. I really do not know what happened. I just don't understand why she would just disappear or leave, quote quote, so abruptly. And and not saying goodbye to anybody. I didn't hear her even leaving the room, and I know that at some point she was here with me.
Hmm.
I wish I could tell you more information. I'm just so confused and I don't understand what's going on just like everybody else.
He's gonna nod his head. I understand. Thank you.
Of course.
Hey,
At at
out
the
of curiosity,
tail end of your conversation there, Amber and Thorin would come up and start making preparations for the morning to get the ship underway. They're not like unfurling the sails or anything. They're just making preparations to start doing so.
Fenton is gonna ask Missy, um, hey, just curious, did you ever see Miss Holly reading a book or talking about a book or anything?
Miss Holly was a very intellectual person. Um, she did have like a little notebook she would write stuff. She told me it was like a journal and she would write down like any experiences or anything that she thought was unusual in there. It was like a little notebook. I never really glanced at it. I thought that was disrespectful to do. But I've seen her write in it a couple of times.
Um, Above table, real quick before I ask this, does Fenton know what the book looks like? The one that Erdan warned him about?
You have a brief description of what it looks like. You've never actually seen it yourself.
Okay. Um, he is going to give that brief description to Misty and ask if that description matches this journal that she was writing in.
Yeah, yes. Yes, I think that's the one.
Do you know where she keeps it?
I'm assuming she kept it with her on her all the time.
Huh? Well, if you happen to find it, will you let me know?
Yes, I can do that. If you or anybody finds it. Which I doubt it. Very, very doubtful.
With that comment, he's going to be a little sus. Why is that?
I don't know. When you banish or you leave, do you leave a book behind that maybe you don't want anybody to see?
I don't know. I'm not Miss Holly.
Well, if you ask me, I wouldn't. Oh, we know, maybe she burned it. Maybe she threw it on the ocean before she left. We will never know until she comes back and then we can ask her.
Okay.
But
Thank you, Mitzi.
absolutely, if I find anything, I'll check in her cabin, and I'll see if I'll check the corners and see if there's anything at all that maybe she left behind. Doesn't just have to be the notebook, but anything that I find that might help us, I will definitely let you know.
He's going to nod his head. Thank you.
You're
He's
welcome.
gonna go back to looking out over the edge.
Misty's gonna do the same, and another tear is gonna come down from her left eye and sweep it away.
With that, we will jump back down to the lower deck group. Misty and Fennin had just gone up to converse. Fitz, you're aware of everything said, should you choose to be. What are you guys doing?
It kind of broke out there in the middle of me and Yundris. Did we resolve that at all?
Yeah,
what-
you decided you were gonna leave him the fuck alone and let him live his own life. And everybody's on board with that idea. It's about how that got resolved. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. But
Kind of. Oh, basically.
Alright, fine. I will leave it with you. You know what, Yundris? I fucking love you. Fucking piss me off. So you do you, and I'll support that.
Tell you about it when there's nobody around. God. Needy.
So I guess I'm just gonna eat my breakfast and drink my coffee.
okay. Yurndris, what are you and Hamish doing?
Food, eating, and plotting my revenge.
Okay. And what about you, Godric? I think he's having a conversation, but I would assume he would take breakfast and coffee back to his room where he'd put on his armor and equipment. But all right, so everybody continues and does their normal morning routine, putting on their equipment, gathering anything that you need for when you get ashore, and then a short time later, not too long, you'd all meet up on the top deck and start planning your next step. Whatever that may be.
Continuing sailing. Till we get to the lights, whatever it's called.
Okay. Well, it is morning now, so you can see the mainland. So everybody go ahead and give me another perception check as you look out at the city now. Settlement, rather.
Thought you were gonna get me there, didn't you, big guy?
I need one from Misty. Pam.
Yeah, Misty, or should we say
I think
insert name of warlock that I forget?
I think she stepped away from the computer for a second. But okay. Everybody but Godric. Godric's thinking more about who's gonna sail the ship than the coast right now. Everyone
know
else
how.
Everyone else will take the moment to observe the village that was just lights and shadows of structures the night before, and you would see that there actually are more than one-story buildings present, but this is very much a makeshift settlement. Doesn't look established. The structures are, I guess the best way to describe them would be like a cross between Native American homes and Viking homes, if that makes sense. So it's like a lot of straw and leather and woodwork. But you get the impression that it's very easy. It would be very easy to break this settlement down and move in like a day if you had to. There are 4 taller buildings, peaked roofs. They're roughly 2 stories tall, so about double the size of the rest of them. And your count was off. So what you thought was originally 15 buildings is actually closer to 30.
Okay.
And you can see some people moving around in small fishing docks off the coast. Or fishing
Look like-
ships, rather. There
Well-
is a dock coming off the beach. But you have no way of knowing if your ship will make it to the dock or not. But you can see a dock there.
So after we convene from breakfast downstairs, because it looks like we moved upstairs, I would have gone and donned the armor
Mhm.
before I came up. And after seeing all of that, would say, well, I guess we need to go either dock or plant a ship here somewhere.
Yeah, plant the ship at the dock.
I mean, yeah, that works. Missy, would you care to join me in the Helms area and help me get the ship a moving? We'll get it to the dock.
Yes, I can help you.
All right, then I'll head back to the.
There we go.
Sorry, man.
It's all good. I don't know, some of you are really good about moving your tokens, and some of you don't move your tokens at all. So I just kind of grab them. It's all good, though.
Yep.
All right, so you go to attune to the helm, and that weird pins and needles sensation comes over your body as you become aware of the ship in its entirety and everybody on it, hearing all their voices in the back of your head. Misty, you sit down in your little chair and begin to meditate as you've been doing the last few days to help elongate your ability to move the ship. Now, are you flying the ship or are you just sailing it?
Just sailing it.
Okay.
Don't see the point in scaring the village folk with a flying ship.
Okay.
Plus, if we need to escape, it's good if they don't know we can just fly away.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. The dwarves, the treeborns, they get the sails rigged out, pull the anchor back in, and ship starts moving. You've got about an hour until you reach landfall.
We got an anchor?
Somebody said you dropped anchor. I couldn't remember if you actually had one or not, so I just went with it.
I honestly don't remember. I at some point remember we talked about getting one.
We will say, because I don't think you got an actual anchor, but we will say, while you guys were in the forest fighting the fairy bitch, that the treeborns found a really big rock. Like a really big rock. And lassoed the fuck out of it, and that's your makeshift anchor.
Okay, awesome. That'll work. I was going to say, I remember we talked about getting one as soon as we found one, but that was...
Fitz, you walk up and you're kind of standing there next to Trevor, and a moment later, Madame Pompey comes slow. She's older, so she moves a little bit slower when she has to. But she walks up and turns to look at the mainland and has to grab your arm for balance. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen the material world.
I thought he was getting a little puffing circle going on up there.
That's what me and that's what I'm doing for Trevor. I'm going into combat probably here soon, so I'm not. But well, to be honest with you, it is. I kind of feel the same way. It's. I know it's only been a couple months, but it feels like it's been about 6 lifetimes since I was back here.
It's been generations for me. The air still smells the same.
Yeah, it does. I can't wait till we
What's
just.
what's that you got there in your hand there, Fitz?
This is Trevor's special relaxation vegetation.
Oh. She kind of like tippy toes to try and look inside of the bag. Can't quite get an angle on it. Speaking of which, this is the first time you've opened that bag in quite some time. When you open it, the approximate 100 uses you took from the cave that ended up being a dream are not there. You have the 9 uses you had prior to that.
Oh, they took this stash.
That's twice I've taken his stash. You still there, Jeremy?
He's probably pissed and pouting.
No, he's got a bad storm going on. So
I
he's
know.
in
I
a
know.
mess.
It was just a joke.
Can you hear me?
There you are.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah.
Did you hear me is the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was down to like 3 uses because that dwarf took a
that's
lot
right.
when he cut his leg off.
So you've got 3 uses in the pouch.
Yep, and
He was going to
Trevor.
give you 9.
Hey, that should be inspiration for honesty.
I'm just being honest.
Nope, I'm that absolutely. That's an inspiration point for honesty.
Well, if you're interested, Madam Pompey, you and Trevor can spark this up. I need to be a little fresh, and I've already had my bourbon this morning, so I don't need to add anything else onto that.
I'll take a little test. If that is what I think it is, it's been many years since the last time I've had any. But me and Trevor,
Oh, yeah.
I'll help Trevor out.
Yep. Got it straight from the caterpillar.
And she holds her hand out to you. How much do you want to give her?
I'll hand her the pouch and the pipe, and just you guys use what you need, and we're almost home. I can restock there. I've got a field of it.
Okay. All right.
This
I'm
little
gonna
druid orphan that, man, she just grows the best shit.
Druidcraft can be a handy spell to know. I'm going to leave the pouch of mossweed in your inventory in case you ever refill it. It's just got 0 uses next to it.
Okay.
So, but her and Trevor are going to do the damn thing, so to speak. Anybody else up to anything while you guys are heading to shore?
Pacing back and forth, nah.
Okay.
No, just keeping the ship moving.
Okay. Misty's in a trance. Fennin, what about you?
I would say if they're sailing to shore, he's kind of watching the shoreline and watching the boat. He's for sure keeping an eye on Misty after their conversation. But I don't think she's doing much of anything other than what?
No,
Steering the boat.
She is in a trance, which you're familiar with. You've seen it a little bit now. She's in a trance to keep the air moving so that the ship sails.
Yeah, he's just studying the shoreline as they come up.
Fitz, you up to anything?
No, I think I'm just I think I'm just gonna kind of come down here and hang out on the bow.
Okay.
Just watch the land approaching.
All right. The hour of travel drags on. The shore grows steadily closer and closer. The handful of fishing boats you can see out on the water all kind of part the way to give you a wide berth as you're coming to shore. As you get closer, you start to see some of the villagers gather up at the end of the dock, kind of a welcoming party of one variety or another.
Like,
I was just going to tell you to make a perception check, Max.
we're on the same page, my guy.
Mm-hmm. If you haven't figured it out, we're in your backstory right now, Yundris.
Oh yeah.
With a nat
And of course
20.
I roll. Of course. It just has to happen.
Love it. You see a combination of humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, and halflings. They all look rugged and kind of worn out. Quite a few of them are battle weary, so scarred, bandaged, any combination of. With a natural 20, what really catches your eye is one super brutish looking man, human male, standing at the front of everybody. Probably a good foot taller than everyone else, with an extra 100 pounds of muscle. He is jacked. He would give Godric a run for his money on a bodybuilding competition, and that man's chiseled of stone. But you recognize this,
Literally.
yeah. You recognize this human male as the man that forced you to leave the city you grew up in for being too violent prior to you meeting your wife.
That's what I wanted to have happen.
And as you pull into the dock and the Treeborns secure the ship so that it doesn't go anywhere, Misty and Godric come out to the deck. We are going to stop there for the evening. Little bit early, but I didn't plan on getting back into the normal Friday campaign at all, so I think I did pretty good. That,
Yeah.
you know, cliffhanger, so. But yeah, we will pick up there next week as you arrive to this unnamed settlement. With at least one person that doesn't like Yundris, and see how it goes.
One of many.
Yeah, we'll see. You didn't recognize any other faces. That's the only face you recognized. But yeah, we will see how that goes. So, thanks everybody for coming to watch the finale of Fitz's Fuckers and get back into the regular Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Hopefully the rest of my players did. And we'll see you back here next week for episode 62. Have a good week and be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.